The Abba Jifar Museum stands as a vibrant testament to the rich heritage of the Jimma kingdom, once the royal palace of Abba Jifar. This museum now invites visitors to explore a wealth of history, each corner echoing with stories of a bygone era. As one steps inside, the atmosphere is thick with the echoes of the past. Each artifact tells tale of kings, warriors, and the daily lives of the kingdom's people. Traditional coffee sets significant in Ethiopian culture highlights the importance of coffee ceremonies. Hello and welcome. This is Travel in the Land of Origin. In this edition, we are going to bring you the Abba Jifar Museum. This museum is a part of Abba Jifar Palace, and the museum is in the city of Kos. And in this museum, there are a lot of materials, furnitures that used during the reign of Abba Jifar or the regime of Abba Jifar, King Abba Jifar II, of course. And the museum has a lot of things, a lot of materials, including these cups. And we will move inside the museum and bring you some insights. Stay tuned. Thank you. Briefly introduce yourself to my audience and just describe this museum.
Nice to meet you. First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Jimma. I'm an exhibitor of Jimma Museum. I said Anadufu as culturally.
Where we are now and what we are observing here.
Thank you. So now it's found in Jimma Museum. It's a museum of the southwestern Ethiopia. It's a big museum that's established next to the National Museum of Ethiopia. So this museum is established in 1972 in Ethiopian calendar, in Gregorian calendar in 1918. So it have established during Dark Regime. So this museum is collected different historical, and cultural and ethnographic material, especially that is showing about the background of the history of Abba Jifar in addition to the Oromo society that you have to live in Jimma area.
Tell us the materials briefly.
So this is the throne of Abba Jifar, especially before that Jimma is now by the production of the wooden product, especially before 200 years ago. As history, the Jimma have 8 kings lead our country. The Jimma kingdom started during 1742. It ended during 1933 in Gregorian calendar. Between 2 years, there are 8 kings lead our country. Abba Jifar, in the name of Abba Jifar, there are 2 Abba Jifar. Abba Jifar the first, he gives the name of Jimma Abba Jifar for the first time. Before that, Jimma is known by Jimma Kaku, Jimma Kaka, or Kaku. Kaku is like an oath, like Hippocratic oath. So Jimma now until Abba Jifar the first, Jimma Kaka, Kaku, and Kaka. So he translates from Jimma Kaku to Jimma Abba Jifar. As you have read on the different authors, especially the book of Herbert S. Lewis, an author, he is an anthropologist, he lives in America, an Oromo monarchy of Jimma Abba Jifar. On that book, he gives emphasize for Abba Jifar Zafar because he's used for the first time Jimma Abba Jifar. The second Abba Jifar is a famous king of Jimma. Why? Because he have a good relationship with those foreign countries. He have famous in social, economic and political causes. So this is the throne of Abba Jifar in his courtroom. He sits on such kinds of chair or throne. So he give a decision during at that time in his courtroom. In Jimma history, there are 2 courts. One is the Sharia court, the other one is the state court. Most of the time he observing or he's showing on the throne of Abba Jifar, especially he's on his courtroom on political case, especially the state court. It's led by Abba Jifar II. This one is for showing the balance side. This balance it doesn't measure anything, but it is a symbol of justice or equality. So if you have observing the world in front of the judge that sit on such kinds of balance. Why? Because this is a symbol of justice or equality.
Made up of wood.
The production that we have to make from wood, in addition to the tanning or the skin of animals, especially during at that time. So this is a big one. So he gave decision on the last decision during at that time. It given by Abba Jifar the second. So in his lifetime, he doesn't transfer this penalty. If you have read on the book of Herbert, or the title is An Oromo Monarchy of Jimma Abba Jifar. On that book, you have to get written by Herbert Tesilius. He said he doesn't give any death penalty during his lifetime. So he punishing his crime by such kinds of things during at that time, before 115 years ago. So in Ethiopian history, by the way, Jimma is one of the introduction of the nails product, especially not in Africa and in Ethiopia especially.
That's also in the history.
In history. The other one is shovel, it's locally is Akafu, or in Oromic, and Akafa in Amharic. That discovered in Jimma for the first time. So additionally, he prepared such kinds of chain for prisoners during at that time. This used by after final decision, he used for punishing different crime during at that time. This is a chain of the crime. So this is the bench of jury or the A witnesses.
Bench of jury.
Yeah, because Abba Jifar he have 14 mashaykhs, or the elites or the ulamas during at that time. He invited in his courtroom during at that time. So this it used serve as like a bench of jury. Even today. So he used on such kinds of jury for juries for sitting. That one is the sofa of Abba Jifar. He prepared before 126 years ago. Imagine. Currently, if you have seen on the sofa, it look like this one.
Yeah.
But Abba Jifar, he used such kinds of sofa before 126 years ago. Totally.
Who sits this?
Yeah.
Two sides.
By the way, he have married 4 wives at once according to the Sharia, because he's a Muslim king.
Sure.
From Jimma, Genne. Genne is an Oromo society. They have to given the respect name. When translated in English, the queen.
The queen.
Yeah, Queen of Jimma, Queen Jimiti from Jimma, Queen Limiti from Limu, Queen Sapartiti from Goma, Queen Arsi from Arsuklan from Dedo. After 2 died, see are 2 on political marriage, especially if you have go on the 120 kilometer, you have to get on the river of Gojab. That Gojab river, like you have to use as a border between the Jimma kingdom and the Kafa kingdom. For making a smooth relationship between 2 kingdoms, he married from Minjo dynasty. The last kingdom of Kafa is Minjo, is the Minjo dynasty. Yeah, the last king of Kafa, Tatuga Kisharicho. She was make on the sharing on the blood relationship within the Tatuga Kisharicho. He married from Minjo dynasty from Kafa. The last wife he married from Wolkite from Grage. So both of them is from southern parts of the
relationship.
Yes, to make it a smooth relationship between 2 kingdoms. So the 5th ones, the sitting of King Minjiti from Minjo dynasty.
Even the head, I think the head.
Yeah, it's a symbol. It's a symbol of laughing. So the last one she used on such kinds of sofa during at that time. So the middle one, if you have seen it, this one is the biggest one. Why? Because Abba Jifar is a huge king.
Sure.
His height is 2 meters and 10 centimeters. His chest is 1 meter. His weight is 115 kilograms. He has 4 names. The first name of Abba Jifar is Tullu. It's given the name of Muga Samaka. When you translate in English, say, Oromo society. So it's Tullu means it's mountain. Abadima, he look like an Arab. No, he's an Arab, but his genealogy enter into Machak clans. Yes. The third one is the name of Islamic name of Abba Jifar is Muhammad ibn Daud.
Wow.
The last name of Abba Jifar is Abba Jifar the second, is the throne name. So he have 4 names. So he used such kinds of amazing sofa before 126 years ago. That one is the cosmetics box of the mother of Abba Jifar. It's body lotions, cosmetics, jewelry. Then she put it on such kinds of box before 100 years ago.
inviting visitors to partake in this cherished ritual. The furniture on display reflects everyday life in the kingdom. Traditional woven baskets serve as tables or serving vessels, while wooden tools carved from local wood provide seating with a rustic charm. Decorative chairs and tables adorned with traditional motifs add a touch of elegance to the exhibits.
This one is the cupboard of Abba Jifar. It's amazing. Look like the wisdom of Oromo society before 120 years ago.
What is the age of this again?
115 years.
Even the modern one today, we are
Is it-
witnessing the same.
You are right. So those are an art. For example, the flower. Those arts, it is additional. They have put it from Indians and Turks. So I told you before, his height is 2 meters and 10 centimeters.
Sure.
He stored different cultural codes during at that time. So you see his mirror. This is one of the evidence of his height. He looked at his feet. Yeah, it's a mirror of Abba Jifar. He looked at his face inside.
Written in Arabic.
In Arabic, Ya Allah is the name of Allah. You know, you have to call it. So he.
The king saw himself in the mirror.
Yes, he's a mirror because this is one of the first evidence about his height. So this is a cupboard of Abba Jifar. He prepared before 115 years ago. This one is the bed of Abba Jifar. During a kid, he slept from 1 up to 15 years within his mother Gumeti. Gumeti is the son of Guma king. His name is, when you translate in Arabic, Halima bint Ansh. Halima bint Ansh. The name of Abba Jifar, Islamic name is Muhammad ibn Dawud.
Yeah, and her name is
The mother of name of Abba Jifar,
Halima.
Halima bint Ansh, or the Oromo society has to give him the name of Gumeti because he married from Guma king. So he was asleep within his mother only 15 years. That we have to make from wood, tining. The bear cover is a skin of an oxen. An oxen. So this is the oldest that you have to use by Abba Jifar.
Huge.
Yeah.
How wide it is?
This one is 2 meters, 2 meters and 1.5.
Oh,
The biggest one is found in the palace of Abba Jifar, 215 and by 2 meters is the width. So this is the bed of Abba Jifar. He slept for only 15 years within his mother.
very strong.
Very strong that we have to make from the Africa cordiana. Is local. It, you know, the name of Africa cordiana means is Wanza. Is in Oromic said Wadesa. You know.
Africa cordiana is the scientific name of the tree.
Yeah. So it used by Abba Jifar, not only for making for the bed. I show you the rest. We have to make from different utensils. The material we have to make from.
Can we see the inside part of it?
Yeah.
The inside part of
The pillows. There are different pillows.
Even today, recently, this is used in rural areas of Ethiopia.
You are right. Still now it's used on rural area in Ethiopia, but now they have to change. You know, most world.
People learn it after the Abadi.
You are right, because they teach the people during at that time. Because Jimma is not production of during at that time, especially.
My father do this.
Yeah.
His own.
Okay. Still now in our society that you have to practically use such kinds of beds. That is one is that comfortable.
This is pillow.
The pillow of Abba Jifar during a kid when growing up. So he used such kinds of pillow that you have to make from skin of animals. This one is for wudu.
And what is that? What is that?
That one is a gumo, means you have to put it on the grass houses for like a symbol. For preparing for wudu, for washing his leg, for everything.
Wudu, yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, by carving one piece of it without using a nails. That one is a folded chair. It used by Abba Jifar during a kid because he came to the throne during a 15 years. Until 20 years or until 1818, Jimma is led by a regent. Regent means the support of the king because he's a kid. So the regent during at that time, his mother Halima bint Ashogumeti, his cousin Abaguli Abajilcha, Jimma led by until 1818. That's led by regent system, especially during at that time. He observing his states on the kingdoms, or he are visiting different areas. So if he near to resting purpose, they have to use such kinds of folded chair. During at that time,
The museum goes beyond mere displays. It serves as a space for engagement and discovery. Interactive exhibits allow visitors, especially children, to connect with their heritage by trying on replicas of traditional clothing and immersing themselves in the past.
this one is a beard of Abba Jifar. It used within his mother only because he lost his father during 10 years. Then, so he used within his mother for eating different kinds of food on such kinds of dining table. By the way, by carving one piece of wood. This one is the storage of different clothes. It's imagine.
Made up of wood again.
It's made of wood, not this clay.
It seems clay.
Look like a clay, but it's not clay. But it is a wooden product. It's amazing the wisdom of Oromo society during that time.
What is it? Two.
That we have to for carrying the moving.
How many people carry it?
Yeah, it's true. Because the people during that so huge. So he stored different clothes. You know, civet mask, traditional perfume. By using civet mask, it changed to good fragrance purpose for purification. It's a traditional wood or jar-like material used for good fragrance purpose for purification. So it prepared before 115 years. This one is for.
Can you open it for the
Yes.
camera if it is allowed?
Yeah. This is a wooden product. So it used for good fragrance purpose for purification. This one is for preparing local beverage. You know, because he's a Muslim king, he doesn't drink any alcohol.
Sure.
So he used on unfermented one. You know, brz is locally. Brzi is Oromifa.
Yeah.
Brzi in Amharic. Honey wine, you know, honey wine is in English. So still the waxy you have to get from the box. But it's a potential to capture 120 liters. Nowadays said roto, you know.
Yeah.
This one is a big lunch.
Plastic.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
This one is a lunch box. It is by Abba Jifar during a traveling time. That you have to make by carving one piece of wood.
People call it a galgal today.
Yeah. So it's covered by the skin of animals. Before 115 years ago. He used such kinds of amazing agalgil or lunch box during at that time. This one is the dining table of Abu Jifar father.
Again wood.
It's a wooden technology. By the way, his father is the seventh king of Jimma. His name is Abba Gomol Abba Boka. He led Jimma from 1862 up to 1875. So he used such kinds of dining table within his cabinets or the ministers during at that time, in addition to his families. So by carving one piece of wood, it makes it such kinds of dining table before 117 years. This one is the biggest dining table. It used by Abu Jifar. It is include his an authority. You see, it's a big. If you have seen it, the symbol of some of the boku related to the Gada system. It's on it. This is one of the in the back of it used by his mother, by Gumeti. It's a symbol of Anke. So during at that time, he made such kinds of artists. It's a symbol of authority, a symbol of Gada system. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Before him, there are seven kings that lead our countries. Is the eighth one. So it's on clue or information. So there are three that you have to showing on the an authority of or the kingdom during at that time. Jimma during Abba Jifar, second time is the famous or the golden time for Jimmas. Why? Because Jimma is known by production of food, tanning, clothes, iron smelting, and clay products. Our museum, it is a combination of those materials. So this dining table, it is by Abba Jifar By the way, the circumference is 4 meter and 98 centimeter. The diameter is 1 meter and 60 centimeter. The height of the dining table is 17 centimeter. So on such kinds of dining table, he used from 20 up to 38 items of during at that time. Within his ministers, within his Qoro. Qoro means the minister during at that time. By the way. It's given by Abu Jifar, one of the title during at that time. Jimma is known by 16 Qoros. Means those 16 Qoros, it's led by the district or the provinces during at that time. It is give the power by the king. So this is the biggest dining table during at that time. It is by Abu Jifar. So this is a parasol umbrella. It moves any direction. This is for the sitting of umbrella. It came from King Farouk from Egypt. It's a gift, the sitting of umbrella within a walking stick.
When you close it and you put it in.
You are right. So this is a walking stick. It's ups and downs like a can. Before 120 years ago, it used by Abu Jifar. It is a gift of Egypt from King Farouk for Abu Jifar. So still it is found in our museum. Yeah, the sitting of umbrella, it came from Egypt before.
This umbrella used by the king?
Directly. By the way, it is a primary source. Most of the heritage, it is found in our museums. Directly, it is used by Abu Jifar. This is a movable toilet. It's amazing movable toilet. Look at our wisdoms of the Oromo society before 117 years ago. Currently, if you go in the world, you get is a ceramic one.
Sure. But this one is used during the king.
Before 120 years ago, Abu Jifar he used such kinds of movable toilet. The difference between nowadays, it is only the ceramic, the currently.
Sure.
Before that, but it made from a wooden technology. How do you use it? That is the question. First, you have to make on the hole in the ground.
Okay.
Then instead of the hole, you have to put it this one because it's not it's open part. So it's a movable. First movable toilet is a discovery of Abu Jifar. Is a discovery of Abu Jifar. That one is the bath for shower during a kid before he came to the throne.
Okay.
So he used such kinds of movable baths during a kid before he came to the throne. So it make it by carving one piece of wood without using a nail like a dining table.
Sure.
So he used it for showering during at that time. This one is the gesture. By the way, Jimma is known by in the world. There are different foreigners that visit our kingdom, especially Abu Jifar. For example, from Russia, his name is Alexander Blatovich. He visited Jimma before 120 years ago. From German, his name is Bieber and Miles. I have a picture in the fifth room of our museum. I'll show you. From Italy, the famous doctor, Dr. Leopold Traversi.
Okay.
He visited Jimma from Italian. From France, from Germans, from Grecians, from Arabs, from Yemen, from Sudan, from Zanzibar. There are so many guests during at that time.
Visit Jimma.
Visit Jimma. So he inviting for his special guests. He prepared for his special guests. So we have to take for something from Ethiopians. They have to take from Ethiopian from foreigners. So by the way, it's a cultural interaction between them. So this is the oldest. So this one is a fan.
Fun.
It's used for during hot season, especially for special guests. So now we have to enter in the second room of our museum.